Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Commodity TV and a new edition of our online interview series. Today, we want to get an update from TORQ Resources, and Michael Henriksen, the chief geologist, is here with us. Hey, good morning. How are you?
Morning. Good to be here.
Yeah, great to see you. Thanks for taking the time. That looks beautiful behind you. Is that like you are in the woods, or?
I am in the woods at my house taking a work day from home today.
Okay, super, perfect. Yeah, thanks for taking the time. TORQ Resources, a great company. I'm a shareholder of the company also. I have to disclose that upfront. And yeah, things look quite good. You guys comments, not for the first time, but the first time in 10 years, I think I read, you're drilling at Santa Cecilia, the gold copper project in Chile. How did that come finally? That's great.
Yeah, no, we obviously our whole reason to enter Chile was to obtain Santa Cecilia. It's one of these special exploration projects that had been frozen in time basically since 1990. And then Anglo-American had done some work down there, found some oxide gold. Then the project sat still for 22 years until the underlying owner decided to drill a couple of holes underneath the oxide gold looking for porphyry. And lo and behold, 925 meters of 0.45 copper equivalent showed up, which is a very robust start to a porphyry story, which would be similar, of course, to the Caspice and Cerro Casale deposits that are held by Barrick and Newmont in their joint venture called Norte Abierto, which represents the fourth largest undeveloped gold project on the planet.
Wow, that sounds really great. And as we know, geology does not change every 500 meters, right?
No,
So
luckily it does not. We're in the right place, no doubt.
Exactly. So exactly, you are in the right place and in the right thing here. How many meters do you want? What is the time framing for that?
Yeah, so with our first drill program here, we started last month. We expect to drill into May, where we'll take a break for the Chilean winter. That'll allow us to complete 2 holes. And then we will resume in October of 2023 and move straight through till the end of May of 2024. And that will accomplish what we consider the first phase of drilling, which is about 15,000 meters.
Okay, super. So how many holes you want to drill, meaning how deep do you want to search or to explore the ore body?
Yeah, well, listen, I think luckily for us, the porphyries and the targets that we've identified are quite close to surface. So, we'll probably be drilling 1,000-meter holes, but that's pretty typical in a porphyry setting. I mean, we're drilling for long intercepts in a big system. So I'd assume that, we're probably going to have about 15 holes, about 1,000 meters a hole.
Okay, super. How is these days to work in Chile? I read that you have a very, very good relationship with the communities.
That's right, we do. We have a 7-year-long community agreement at Santa Cecilia that spans the entire length of our option agreement. So we're in good condition to do all the work we need to do. We're partners with them, and we're having a good relationship, a good start to our relationship together, no doubt.
Super, that's always important. Yeah, so the Santa Cecilia gold copper project is in the Maricunga belt, which is a great geological setting, I think. You have the Cerro del Medio target. Is that the only target by now? Where do you see you can develop that?
Well, Cerro del Medio represents the place where the 925-meter historical intercept is. And that's why we started drilling there. We had the most information. Sense. And so obviously our job in this whole process is to find a high-grade intrusion. And what we know happened at Cerro del Medio in the historical work was that mineralization was hosted in the halo of the deposit, the wall rock. So, for us, we know something caused that mineralization. It should be higher grade. And that's what we're exploring for at Cerro del Medio. Now, at the same time, we've been doing surface work since December, and we've identified now it's 5 other porphyry centers that have a chance of, that we view as mineralized, that has a chance to be another Caspice. We're elephant hunting here. There's no doubt. I mean, if you look at the size of Caspice, which is right next door to us, it's 25 million ounces of gold and 6.5 billion pounds of copper. So, that's what we're chasing right now.
Okay, so that's hopefully you find half of it at least.
At least.
That would be great. I would love that. Super. Okay, then let's have a look at your Margarita project. There is a new discovery underway, I saw, and it looks to me like that you had here, hang on 1 second, where I have it, yeah. You had 2 discovery holes, and what I found really interesting is the one hole was 0.94% copper with 0.84 grams gold, and the other one was 94 grams gold and 0.68% copper. I think the combination is very interesting because this is still a very high, or let's say great copper grade on the one hand, but the gold in addition, isn't that really high?
Yeah, I think for these type of deposits, it is very unusual. And if you look at the deposits around us, we have Capstone with the Manto Verde mine and their Santo Domingo deposits just to the north of us. And then, of course, we have Lundin mining the Candelaria deposit to the south of us. Now, none of those deposits have the kind of gold grades that we're so far coming up with. We've put 12 holes into that body. We've identified a body now that's 800 meters long. We definitely believe it gets expandable. But what has been remarkable and consistent is the gold grade. So if you drill 0.5% copper, you drill 0.5 gram gold. If you're drilling 0.8% copper, you drill 0.8 gold. That's just how Mother Nature's done it. Wow. But we are very happy to have that kind of gold content because it's an economic differentiator for us.
Absolutely. And I think it's a great waste product to have gold. Yeah,
probably the best ever.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's right. Super. Can you maybe explain a bit more IOCG style projects? What that means in that sense for our viewers, just to give them some lesson.
Sure, it's an iron oxide copper gold. And so what you typically see on the surface is a lot of hematite or magnetite and breccia bodies. And then you find your way in, of course, to a copper gold system. Now, typically, as I said, the gold contents are, you might get 0.1 of a gram or, 0.15 or 0.2 of a gram. But as I say, ours is a lot more. The deposits are all quite different to one another in actual fact. There's less agreement in the mining community as to exactly what these things are. So when people ask us, well, what's Margarita? What type is it? We say it's the Margarita type because it does present a little bit differently. But I think the key here is that if we look in Chile, we know that that's a very productive belt. We know that the coastal Cordillera is a great place to explore. You're at low altitude. There's abundant infrastructure around. And that to me is a real advantage that Margarita presents. I mean, from a business standpoint, if you find something in the coastal Cordillera, that's a beautiful place. So I'm a little light on the description of an IOCG, but they are all different. But I think I just want to reiterate that this belt is extremely productive and one that we're very happy to be making a brand new discovery on because it's a rare thing.
So you mean that with those 2 discovery holes, the richness could move on?
Yeah, I mean, as I say, we've drilled 12 holes into that mineralized body. It's 800 meters long. We know it can be extended based on our gold geochemistry that we just completed. So we see another 500 meters to the north. We see a parallel structure right beside it. But I think more importantly is that we have other targets that are undrilled. We have 5 major targets that look excellent. Undrilled, that will be the focus of our upcoming drill program that we hope to start at the end of June and kind of go through July and August with and possibly into September. And if we find a second body of mineralization, to me, this is when the project changes its complexion entirely. Because if you look at the history of IOCGs in Chile, call it Santo Domingo just to the north of us with Capstone, they're found one body at a time. And you sort of build these deposits like that. And I think that's exactly the position we're in. With this next drill campaign, if we get a second mineralized body, then it's going to get extremely interesting for me.
Okay, super. And I think you brought also on the 5th April, you had the news about that Valor 13 discovery expansion targets. Yeah. So those might be the thing when you keep on, let's call it, you keep on hitting, that moves the thing really into elephant territory then.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. It's just emerging, this discovery. By no means have we closed it off. But again, it's these other targets that we've identified on the property that are so exciting because they look identical in nature to our discovery. I've walked them here recently about a month ago. By all accounts, the geology presents well, the geochemistry, the geophysics, We just want to get a drill into it as soon as possible.
Absolutely. Yeah, that would be my next question, because you are targeting now for the phase 3 drill program there, right?
Yeah.
And so when it shall commence in summer this year, this is what I saw in your presentation. So you're still working on that? You're missing a permit, or why has it not yet started?
No, we're just very busy. We've had all of our crews and all of our people up at Santa Cecilia. We had a really big push of work to do to get ready to really complete this first phase of drilling at Santa Cecilia. And of course, when the winter comes in Chile, we bring our crew down to Margarita, and then we start hitting that hard. But we're fully permitted. We're good to drill at our leisure, basically, in Margarita. And you know, as I say, I would assume that we'll be drilling late in June at Margarita.
Okay, when can we expect maybe first drill results then? Maybe, I know it's a forward-looking statement.
Yeah, forward-looking statement for sure. I mean, if the labs are responding the way they've done, I would expect that, you know, sort of mid-August to, you know, the first results will be coming in mid-August, but so that September sort of news cycle will be very good for drill results coming out of Margarita.
Yeah, so it's still like quite a fast turnover. That's great.
Yeah,
super. I saw also you guys just closed a financing, so that means you have the money to hit the drills very hard.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, obviously, it's been challenging markets, but we're very happy with our efforts. It was oversubscribed, so that was always a good feeling as a junior. What I can tell you is that we're in good shape to go drilling at Margarita and continue drilling at Santa Cecilia. So it's a good position to be in. I think at the moment our company's got about 15 million Canadian in cash, and this is going to allow us to execute on our plans.
Super. That's exactly what we want to hear. Fantastic. Yeah, great. So I would say keep the drills turning, and please hit us with a lot of good news. And it looks like you guys have a fantastic project here.
Yeah, thanks very much. I mean, it'll be great to have the drill turning for the next year, basically.
Yeah, definitely. Super. All right, Michael, thank you very much. I wish you all the best, and yeah, hope to see you soon. And as said, please hit us hard and a lot with good news.
Will do.
Thank you. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was Michael Henriksen, the Chief Geologist of TORQ Resources. And you heard it, the drills started to turn at Santa Cecilia and also very soon here at Margarita. And yeah, the guys are in elephant territory, elephant hunting. This is what he said, and definitely it looks like, especially with those great discovery holes and with those great values in gold and copper. And they are in the right jurisdiction, in the right region, I would say, surrounded by majors, by really big mines. And that's exactly where I think lies the future of the company. So yeah, make sure you check out the company, and I'm a shareholder of it. Maybe you too soon. Thanks for watching us. Bye-bye from Switzerland.